Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Kyle here from Enigma Paranormal, and I wanted to tell you another story of a paranormal thing that had happened to me. It's a very short story. It's not very long at all. But when I was 16 years old, I had a bunk bed. The top bunk was the twin size bed, and the bottom bunk was the full size bed because the full size bottom part you could turn into a couch because it was the futon style bunk bed. It was red and the C shape. And anyways, so I was sitting on top of the very top part of the bed. I was on the bunk bed, the very top. Okay, and me personally, I'm not a horror fan. I don't have anything that makes noises of horror stuff. Nothing. No horror sound effects. No, none of that. No, none of that. I'm not into that stuff. Um, and I was sitting there one day, just being a teenager, enjoying my days, chilling up on top of the bunk bed, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I heard a witch cackle, a witch laugh. I crap you not. I literally heard the laugh of a witch, and it wasn't some Disney version of a laugh. It was literally one of the creepiest laughs I've ever heard. Probably the creepiest laugh I've ever heard. Yeah, it really was. It was strange. There was a whole cackle, and I never jumped off of the top bunk so fast in my whole entire life. And I ran downstairs and I told my dad about what had happened, and he came up to semi investigate and try to figure out what was going on. We still can't figure out what is going on, but this is something that we have both been investigating here at our own home because our own home here has some sort of spiritual thing going on because like I said, my mom, she saw my dad even though my dad is alive and he was upstairs with me. And I saw the hellhound and the lady in white right behind it, and I have not seen the lady in white or that hellhound since. I have not seen them show themselves since early 2000s. um, I have not. So that I kind of think is really interesting how I have not seen them at all. Um, like I said, I think the mimic possibly mimicked my cat, Sophie, because Sophie has a glow in the dark collar, and she's pretty dark whenever you're in the dark, even though she's gray. Like, she's still pretty dark, you can barely see her sometimes. And sometimes the only way you can see her is by that glow in the dark collar. So I was coming up the steps last night, and I had walked past something that looked like my cat Sophie. And then when I got to the top of the steps, there was Sophie.